Good morning, everybody. I've had my cup of Yappuccino, so now it's time to yap. So, Mega Malamar was just revealed, and I'm going to be talking both about Mega Malamar and Mega Hawlucha, because I haven't talked about it yet. But let's start with Mega Malamar. So, I really like this design. It's the meme's already coming out that it looks like Megamind. And yeah, I get that. It's pretty funny. But I like the colors, I like the idea, because Malamar was always portrayed as this evil Pokemon that just like hypnotizes people and everything, and this just takes that to its most extreme, I guess. It's like some of these Mega evolutions are just mid-maxing in terms of design. So I really like it. I think it's really, really sinister looking, and I love the marketing that they did, the whole My Friend Malamar thing. And I like the idea of Malamar basically going around just hypnotizing people, making them like him. So it's like you're not going to forget about me anymore. You're going to love me. I'm going to be bigger than Pikachu, baby. Yeah, it's just really, really funny. So let's move on to Mega Hawlucha. Only one thing comes to my mind when I think of Mega Hawlucha. Okay, enough of that. I'm going to get copyright claimed. But yeah, everyone made the jokes. It reminded them all of Mucha Lucha. That was a funny show back in the day, by the way. But anyway, this has got to be one of the simpler Mega evolutions ever. I think the only one that I would say is more simple is Mega Kangaskhan, because the baby just comes out and that's it. That's like not even a transformation or anything. It's probably the lamest Mega in terms of design ever. This is simple, but it works. Like, Hawlucha was already an amazing design that I would say you couldn't really improve on unless you gave him another mask, and that's what they did. Simple, yet effective. And I'm actually very interested to see how this will play. I'm excited to see how all these Megas play in this new type of battle system. I've used Hawlucha before. I've never used Malamar before. Now I want to. But yeah, I've used Hawlucha before. It's really great. And I want to use this one. There's going to be too many Megas that I want to do. And I'm not going to have enough party members to fill, You only get 6 Pokemon. That's not fair. But yeah, it'll make the game replayable at least. It also depends when you get these Pokemon and when you can Mega Evolve. Because I know you're probably not going to be able to do it right from the start. It's going to be too powerful. So you probably have to unlock it. And who knows when these Pokemon will be available. Pokemon has a weird habit of introducing these new gimmicks or new forms or whatever, and then you can't get them until either post-game or really late in the game or some weird way, or at least there's no version exclusives this time. They really need to stop that. So, while I got you here, how about I talk about just the new Megas in general? So I wanted to do this thing where I would name all the Mega evolutions from worst to best, and I was going to wait until all of them are revealed, but I guess I might as well give you a little bit of a preview on how it stands right now. I'd say at least in terms of design, because obviously it's going to change when I use them in-game. But as far as design goes, I would say worst is Mega Dragonite, then Victory Bell, then Hawlucha, and then Malamar. But it's very close between Hawlucha and Malamar, because I think both of them are amazing. And I wasn't already that big of a fan of Mega Dragonite. I didn't think it was bad. It just wasn't that great. It feels like with the others, they had an idea. They, had a clear idea of what they wanted to do, and Mega Dragonite felt forced. It's almost like, well, we got to do Dragonite because we haven't done anything with Dragonite yet. It's not like they actually had an idea. It just doesn't... like I said, it just feels like something's off. It felt forced. There's a lot of Megas that felt forced. Like they only got it because they were either popular or something like that. And obviously the fandom was saying for years, hey, why don't you do something with Dragonite? And now they have it. It's I kind of wish they hadn't. They could have gone up with something better, I think. But I don't know. Dragonite was already such a good design, as is. And all you do is, like I said, put wings on it and, longer tail. I don't know. It's so lame. It seems so lame to me. You just can't give something wings on its head and a longer tail and expect me to like it. No. That's my problem with not only Mega Evolutions, but some evolutions. Some evolutions just don't seem like much of an evolution. You just you put some extra spikes or, something else on it and that's it, It's eh. But these designs, they work better. Even with Hawlucha, with being as simple as it is, it works, Of course, a Lucha wrestler is going to have a different mask, and stuff. Have you seen Rey Mysterio use, a bunch of different masks over the years? Yeah, that's just what they do. So it works. And then Mega Malamar, it just takes its design to its logical conclusion, you know? But that's why I think I said it before, I think, that the problem with giving Mega Evolutions to 3-stage Pokemon is that they've already reached the end of their evolutionary line. There's nothing more you can do with it. And so many Megas that at least I personally am not a huge fan of are usually Megas of a third evolution, because it's like, it just seems so unnecessary. Like, Mega Venusaur, it's like, okay, you gave it a little bit more vegetation, but it barely looks different from Venusaur, you know? It's like, because you can't do anything else. Its plant has sprouted, it's grown. It's like, what were you supposed to do, you know? Again, it just felt like they did it out of obligation because, well, you know, Charizard got 2 of them. You got to give the Kanto starters other ones too. And Mega Blastoise isn't much better. It's already reached its logical conclusion. It's a giant turtle with water cannons. Now the water cannon's just bigger. It's like, yeah, how long did it take you to design that? You know? We need more Mega Evolutions like, I think, Mega Malamar. Ones that just, first of all, they don't evolve 3 times, so you can do a lot more with it. But take their design to their like logical conclusion, their logical endpoint, because that's what evolution is. The final evolution is supposed to be the logical endpoint. And with Pokemon that don't have evolutions or don't evolve that much, you know, that works. But with 3-stage Mega Evolutions like Dragonite, Venusaur, and even Garchomp, you know, it just doesn't seem necessary at all, and their designs are just kind of bland. But anyway, that's my opinion. Let me know your opinion, and I'll see you next time.